Hi there people, it's Uberman UK. Well, today I am doing a live streaming. I nearly said steaming then. Streaming. So this is my first attempt, so please bear with me people, okay? Please bear with me. So it is my first attempt. So if you are watching, let's just say anyone watching now. So if you are watching people, I appreciate it all. Right, the first thing we're going to talk about is, let me tell you, I, Uberman UK, have been invited out for a meal, a free meal, which is always good for me. I love food, I must admit. And I've been invited out by a few solicitors. Solicitors want to speak to me. Don't worry, I've done nothing wrong. These solicitors who invited me out, what Uber to court last year. I don't know if you remember it. A group of drivers to Uber court saying they wasn't self-employed, they were classed as workers, and the judge agreed with them. So they won their case because they were now, hopefully, I'm not too sure the right details, they're entitled to all the workers' rights. For example, you've got the minimum about £7. So me if I've got that wrong. And also, so at the moment, I think because of this situation, but it's a small number of so it's only affects a small number of drivers. Right. I've got you looking. It's really alert it. Back soon. Hi there, people. It's Uberman UK. Now, hopefully, this one is better, right? Because the last one completely failed. So you've got to let us know. Uberman. So you've got to let us know if this is a lot better. Right, I'm going to start yapping, and please, people, tell me if it works this time. Right, is it any better? And I can start yapping. Yes, hi John. You're one of my regulars, aren't you? Right, we'll start yapping then. Right, let's start again. Should we do the famous I'm Uberman? Go on then. Hi there people, it's Uberman UK. Well, this is my first attempt of live streaming. The first one completely failed, didn't it? I don't know what happened. I really didn't know what happened. So, what we're going to talk about today, the first thing I'm going to talk about is have been invited out by a group of solicitors. Yeah, Uberman UK has been invited for a meal with not Uber solicitors, solicitors. Got that bit wrong then. I'd be careful what I say when I'm live. So I've been invited out to a meal with some solicitors, and it's the same solicitors what represent I think it was 6 drivers what took Uber to court. So next Tuesday they've asked me to go for a meal in Manchester, which thumbs up, and it won't cost me a penny. They want a group of what's actually happening is in Manchester that they're inviting all of Uber drivers in Manchester to this conference, and in this conference they'll be explaining what's happening with Uber at the moment. Because if you don't know, last year a group of drivers took Uber to court saying that they're entitled to basic workers' rights, because at the moment all Uber drivers are classed as self-employed. Yeah, self-employed Uber. And the judge agreed with the judge agreed with the Uber drivers, saying you weren't self-employed, you are actually workers. Because if you don't know, what's happening with Uber is we're classed as self-employed. Now, if I was said to you, you're self-employed, you would think you're the boss. But at the moment, I don't feel like I'm the boss, I'll be honest with you people. Because, for example, Uber controls the whole of the Uber system, this Uber app. For example, I'll get a ping, yes, and when we hear a ping, it's ka-ching. So we go to the person's destination. Oh, I've lost it now, haven't I? We go to the person's destination. Right, bear with me people, I am trying to get myself back online. Right, there we go, am I back? I don't know what happened then, I must have pressed the wrong button. So, where was I up to? So when someone gets you a quest, you go to the destination. So if it's just round the corner, you pull up, and you have arrived. But you still don't know where the passenger is going. What's the most earned on a trip? Me personally, remember I only work part-time, I would say £30, which isn't bad, which is the other side of Manchester, and it was surging. That's why I got £30. So you pick the person up at their destination, so you don't know still where they're going. But when they get in the car, so when they open their door and they sit there, put the belt on, get the phone out, then you click start. After that, you know where the person. So they could be going just round the corner to the local shop, or they could be going all the way to Blackpool. Now, if you know me, Blackpool is my favourite place. So they control that system, and they also control the rating system. If I fall below a certain rate criteria, I will be sacked. Then they completely sacked. I won't be completely sacked. I'll have to do like an online course to get reactivated. So you can understand what I'm going at. Do you think I'm self-employed, people? Or do you think I'm a worker? You have to tell me what you think. Right, where are we up to? Now, a lot of you people are asking me to go out for a drink. Where are we up to? Let's see what you... Yes, I can go all the way down to Cornwall. Yes, all the way down to Cornwall from Manchester. I would. How long will that take? 4 hours? I won't be able to last. I would have to stop at the service station for at least a Mars bar. Right. A lot of you people have been asking me to go out for a pint with them. Why do you want me to go for a pint with them? I've been invited to Chester. Been invited to London. Now, you never know, people, but there we go. Pint here. Now, if you know me, I do like my pints. Okay? So I'm going to have a drink with you right now. There we go. Ooh, I love that smell. I love that smell of beer. Right, have a sniff test. Perfect. That's better. I can start yapping again, can't I? Now the screen does keep going off. Bear with me, people. This is all new to me. Right now, did you watch my Uber streaming people, what did you think of it all? I didn't break any data protection act because the address wasn't highlighted, so I'm not in trouble. I can't get arrested by the police. I can't get in trouble by Uber. I followed all the regulations. I wasn't filming the passengers, only myself. So I can't get in trouble. So what did you think of it? I tell you what, the amount of editing I had to do was unbelievable. I was there for nearly 2 days doing this editing, yeah. So, was it, Stephen? I'm glad you enjoyed it. I will try and do a bit more. And I do try and get passengers actually in on it. But most of them say, no, thank you. I don't want to go on your channel. But some do. I always find that it's Friday and Saturday nights you get people to go on Uberman UK because they've had a few of these, haven't they? So if you are interested in going to this meeting on Tuesday, it's only applies to the Manchester drivers. Go on my Facebook page, UK Uberman, and you'll be able to private message me, and I will tell you the location where all these solicitors are, because they want to meet Uber drivers. They want to meet Uber drivers in Manchester and tell them what's happening with the procedure. I think what they want to do is they want a large group of drivers to actually go, so they can go to the courts and say all these drivers want work related rights, and it won't cost you a penny. It really won't. Because if you've got, for example, insurance, of course you're going to have insurance, aren't you? If you're a taxi driver. If not, I don't want to know. So if you've got insurance, you've got legal cover on that. So you've got no problem there. That would cover the cost of any court costs. But if you are interested, go send me a private message and I'll send the location. And you can have a free meal with me and you can meet me in person. And I like my beer, by the way, so I would appreciate a pint. Now, live streaming, I'm going to do this at least once a month. I'm going to do it on the 15th of every single month at 9 o'clock. So you get used to yapping with me and asking me stuff and asking me questions. But remember, this is my first time, and it's not really gone well today, has it? I've had a few hiccups. Today. But like any new thing, better you. I've only had half. More you do it, better you get at it. You know what I mean? Right, and also, I'm going to do more few videos online on YouTube. Now, next week, the wife and the kid go to Isle of Man, so I'm on my own, a bloke on his own in this house. So what I'm going to do for you people, is I can do full-time hours. Yes, me, full-time hours. At the moment, I'm doing part-time hours. You need some red wine? Yeah, Charlotte. I'll stick with this. If I have red wine on here, what do you think people will think, eh? Hey? What do you think people will think? Wine, not mine. It's giving me terrible indigestion, so I avoid that. I'd rather drink a few of these. I forgot where I was talking about. I really did. Right, so next week the wife is away, so I've got the whole week to myself. So I'm going to do full-time hours and see how much I can make in 1 week. So I think it'll be what I'm going to do each day. I'm going to actually show you what I get up to each day and how much I've made, and you can be with me each day, because just think, I've got no wife, I've got no kids, I'm on my own. All I've got is you guys to keep me company, which I do appreciate everyone. Yes, full time, yes, I'm going to earn some money for a change. I say I only do part time at the moment because I work around the kids. And I do miss working full time, I'm telling you. After 25 years of working full time, then suddenly making that decision of being an Uber driver. going to part-time. It has been a big shock for me. Because I feel lazy. I really do, because the poor wife goes to work most every single day nursing and leaves, and there's me to look after the kids. I feel guilty, I really do, because she's tired all the time. I do help her out. I do all the cooking, the cleaning. Yes, a bloke doing the cooking and the cleaning. Yeah, it's strange that as well. But it does happen. You can do it. It just takes a bit of practice for us blokes. A bit of kick up there. If you know what I mean. So I will do full time next week, and I will show you every single day of what I am doing, which is rather good. Okay, right, more videos. I do videos every 4 weeks. 4 days I do a video. There's a lot of editing involved in it. And there's lots of licensing what I've got to actually do. So if you want to ask me any questions, people, I'm going to be quiet just for a moment. Ask away, and I'll try and answer them. Right, no questions. Nobody loves me. Right, I'll carry on then. Right, I've been doing a course at Uber. They've invited me to do what's called Uber Assist. Now, Uber Assist is basically what it says on the tin. I'll be helping people in and out of the car. So if they're disabled, I'll be helping them out. Right, let's have a look. Overall, would you recommend to be an Uber driver? Let me think about that one. I'm going to have a twig of my beer before I answer it. A full-time position? Not really. Part-time, it's great. Full-time is very risky. If you've got a 20 grand job and you'll be thinking of becoming an Uber driver, I would think again, because you're not going to earn anywhere in between that £20,000. You'll be earning like 15 if you work full time. The good thing about Uber is the flexibility of picking your own hours. So if I wake up one morning and, excuse me, I've got head out, I'm burping already. So if you wake up one morning and you think, I can't be bothered to go in today, you don't have to. You stay in bed, go back to sleep, watch a film, but you earn no money. That's the downside of it. But the good thing is you can work around whatever situation you're in, like children. That's a good thing about Uber. I can pick and choose my own hours. I can work around my children. Because if you have a wife or you have kids, you have to have schedules. But with Uber, I just work around them. I say I work 16 hours a week. I earn about just over £200 a week. And if you take all my expenses away, I'd probably come out with 150, 140 for about 14, 16 hours. Right, I appreciate you watching me, people. And I've yapped long enough. Remember, if you are Uber driver and you are interested to meet me next Tuesday, go on my Facebook site and I will tell you the location of where to meet me. Because there's a free food involved. Yes, free food. Wait 1 minute. So could you just finish a trip and go offline? And that's it. Yeah, basically, you'd be going, let's just say you're just going to Manchester, and you get into Manchester and think, I've had enough now, I'm going home. So what you do, you just click offline, and then you go home, and then you can do what you want. That's a good thing. I do that a few times, especially if we go in Manchester, and it's absolutely rammed. And wherever you look, there's cars everywhere. And what I usually do, I turn my app off and head back to the places I know best, what's usually Manchester. Not Manchester, it's usually Tameside, and it's so much easier because I've noticed that if you live in a big town, the little towns round it, all people want to do is go in Manchester, which is usually rather good. Would I come all the way down Brighton? I might do for you. I dread to think that how much that costs. That's right at the bottom of the country. I would definitely have to stop for some Mars bars on that one. I wish I could do that in my job. Why, what? Alright then, who is it? Stephen, that's my name. So, Stephen, what do you do? And what? Let me guess, you want to be able to just turn off and turn on when you feel like it. For me, as a bus driver, I could just do one route. Yes, next stop, sit down, shut up. And then I could just say, right, that's it, I'm going home. That's the benefit of doing Uber. Yes, you can just switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on. You can just do what you want, basically. You have full control. That's the only control you have with Uber. You can pick your own hours. You could do an hour, or you could do 100 hours. Dread to do 100 hours on Uber. Whew. Right, next question. Oh, you work for the NHS, do you? Yes, the wife works at NHS as a nurse. So working at NHS is quite good, and it's quite you get a bit of readies. But if you want to try and be an Uber driver, make the plunge. But please remember, people, if you are decided to be an Uber driver, don't do it if you're going to think you're going to make loads of money. It's not going to happen, I'll be honest with you. The best thing is the flexibility just to do what you want. That's the really good thing, because you've got to get yourself a car. And you see my car, you'll get yourself insurance, which is the most sting. Ooh. For example, if you start in taxi for the first time, it would cost you at least £3,000. £3,000 it would cost you to get insurance on it, and each year it would drop. The second year would be about £2,000. Then if you're a really good driver, which hopefully I am, with no accidents, it would drop below about 1,200. But that's after, say, 5 years of no claims. But it's taxes, no claims. Right, thanks very much, people. I've done my half an hour's work talking to you guys. I appreciate every one of you who are my subscribers. And let me just say, thanks very much, people. Because, to be honest with you, I'm supposed to have gone off by now because the wife wants to talk to me. I'll be honest with you, people, that without you guys, I wouldn't do all this. I must admit, I love doing YouTube. I love talking to people. I love helping people. I set up this site because when I learned to be a taxi driver, I'm not gone yet. Give me a minute, hey. when I learned to be a taxi driver, there's no help out there, and all these tests what are involved. Oh man. You've got to sleep with the MacBook stuck to your head like this. That was the worst test, the topographical test. You've got to learn every street in Tameside. Honestly, you have to go to bed and you have to be like this. Right, thanks very much, people. It's a pleasure speaking to you. Please make the play. I've already had half of this. Please keep making comments. I do appreciate every one of you. And it's Uberman signing out.